So I think the opportunity is for new markets and more competition. We saw in MiFID I much better competition in equity markets. We saw a tightening of spread and a lowering of fees. I can see the same thing happening in derivative markets and even more broadly fixed income markets in the more liquid end of that space. And I think that's a huge opportunity for the buy side and sell side.
So I think the one biggest opportunity that will arise from MiFID II will be a much more equal playing field in terms of price provision to both the end users and those servicing them. So what I mean by that is I see MiFID II being a real force of reckoning to try and create transparency for price provision by pushing price making in derivatives on venues. So the adoption of electronic trading platforms is going to be very important for that. And I also see MiFID II having a very important role in encouraging non-bank liquidity providers to enter the market. So those hurdles which have prevented non-bank liquidity providers from pricing to their peers will fall as a result of tighter regulation and more transparent pricing. So we are going to see an environment where we are going to end up in both OTC derivatives as well as cash bonds and equities, corporate credit of peer-to-peer, all-to-all pricing.
I think the biggest opportunity from MiFID II is connectivity. So we know that with MiFID II you need to understand a lot about data. That means you need to understand where it is. And if you know where it is, you need to connect to it. So everyone needs to understand how they're going to connect to that data, to retrieve it in good time, to understand it, to report it, and to use it for their own benefit to better increase their productivity and efficiency.